Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be my period routine, and I have been wanting to do this video for quite a while now. It's basically just where I share with you all of the things I like to do and use and how I like to take care of myself during that time of the month. So this may be a little TMI for some of you, but hopefully some of you do find it helpful, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I feel like this video has kind of been surfacing a little bit more on YouTube lately, and I've been really enjoying watching them. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications if you haven't done so already. And if you need a disclaimer, I am actually working with OB on this video, so it is sponsored. If you need that disclaimer, there it is, and let's hop in. So I'm going to start off the video talking about the products that I like to use while I'm on my period, because I feel like that's one of the first things people generally think about, and we're just going to get real deep and honest in this video. I'm a pad and tampon girl. I haven't ventured into menstrual cups. I'm not quite there yet, but I do like to wear tampons on my heavier flow days because that's just what works best for me. And I also dance and I love swimming, so I kind of need something that has a little bit more protection than a pad for those certain activities. And as I mentioned, I am working with OB on this video, and these are honestly the cutest little tampons I have ever seen in my life, and they are so, so wonderful. They are so compact, as you guys can see how tiny this box is. This is what they look like. And for those of you that don't know what OB tampons look like or have never maybe heard of the brand or used the brand before, they are the brand that has no applicator. So I'm gonna just share with you guys a couple of the sizes so you kind of have a reference, but this is it. This is literally the tampon. That's it. There's no applicator, which is great because then the applicator, it's like every time you use one of these tampons, it's one less applicator in the ocean or landfill because applicators are plastic and they're just not good. So having no applicator solves that problem. Although it does get a bit of getting used to, I'm not gonna lie, like you do kind of have to practice with these a bit if you are used to an applicator, but once you get the hang of it, it's totally, totally worth it, and it's just less waste, which is always a good thing. So these are the three sizes. We have the regular, which is so little, and then we have the super and then the super plus. So these are the three sizes if you're wondering, and honestly, they are so discreet. You could literally put like 4 of these in your bag and no one would even know what they are. They're just so small, which is so cute and just so great, because if you maybe are a little bit less comfortable, you know, asking for a tampon or slipping a tampon, you can literally put this in your pocket and be totally comfortable with that. Not that you should be uncomfortable with ever having to ask for a tampon, literally ever, but I'm just saying, they're so small, you could literally fit it anywhere. So I'm gonna share with you guys how to use this, just in case you maybe don't know. I'm gonna show you with one of the super ones so it's easier to see, but all you have to do is unwrap the package, take it off, pull down the string. She looks like this, and then you kind of have to pull the string a little bit, and then it's going to flare out a bit, and that is where you can put your index finger and insert it. So that is basically how you use it. It's so easy, and again, it does just take a bit of getting used to. So if you're very comfortable down there and you know how to use tampons, then definitely try these out, because having no applicator is definitely going to help the earth in the long run. And speaking on that, just so you guys know, 90% of the raw materials made to use these tampons are from renewable resources. So they really are thinking about the environment when they're making these products, which is really awesome. I just think they're really practical, especially with the size of them. So definitely check them out if you guys are tampon wearers, and if you're not, maybe check them out too, because you never know. It doesn't, you know, getting a tampon in for the first time is always so overwhelming, and it's actually not as difficult as most people think. So if you're maybe younger and haven't tried a tampon, give it a go, because you might surprise yourself. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there, because I definitely know that I have younger viewers, and when I was first learning how to insert a tampon, I was just terrified, to be quite honest. But once you get the hang of it, it's really easy and it makes your life so much easier. If you are interested in trying the OB tampons, then definitely check out the link down below, because they are going to be giving out some free samples. So might as well sign up, try them out if you want to, especially if you do use tampons or you're interested in trying them out, because you're gonna have to pay for them anyway, so might as well get them for free. So yeah, that link will be down below if you want to check them out. And I just wanted to touch on that because I feel like, you know, there's so many different products on the market these days that maybe if you are new to it, you wouldn't know what to try or what would be recommended. So that is my recommendation for you guys, and let's go ahead and move on to the next little section of this video. When it comes comes to my time of month, I definitely break out and it's not fun. So I do like to take precaution and steps to minimize it or prevent it, and I like to do face masks for this. And this is the Shea Moisture Clarifying Mud Mask. I got this at Ulta, and you guys can too. It's super inexpensive and it lasts such a long time, and it's a good mask for sensitive skin because it's kind of just like a creamy mask. It doesn't dry down or anything, but I honestly see such good results with this over any of the other like blemish masks I've ever used. This one always works for me. It doesn't like get rid of them. I mean, it's not a miracle product because nothing is, but it definitely reduces the size and the puffiness of acne, and it does overnight. So I love this. It's not an overnight mask, but I mean, like, I use it one night and then the next day they're a lot better. So highly recommend this if you guys get hormonal breakouts like me. And yeah, just taking care of your skin is so important during your period, especially if you do break out. I definitely break out in my chin area, so even if I'm just breaking out on that area, I'll just apply the mask to that area like a couple times a week and it'll definitely help. Moving on to some remedies for cramps and discomfort and just like feeling during my period. The first thing that I always like to do is have a warm bath. This is pretty much my fix for literally anything in life, but when I have my period, this is pretty much the only thing I want to do is just run a hot bath and sit there for hours and watch TV or Netflix or something while I'm in there. But having a hot bath is so relaxing. I love to do this before bed too. It helps me sleep so much better, especially if I, you know, have stomach aches or cramps or anything like that. I do also take some Advil or Midol. I've used both in the past, but pretty much any pain reliever as that is really great, and I definitely recommend that. If you feel cramps coming on, take it right away because you don't want it to get worse before it gets better. So yeah, I definitely recommend pain meds, but you know, it kind of depends on the person. And I did just also want to mention with like medication, I was on birth control for such a long time. Like, this is actually the fourth or fifth month that I've actually been off of it. Kind of an adjustment for me personally, just like dealing with not kind of knowing when my period's coming. If you don't know, like, when you're on birth control, it tracks your cycle and then you know exactly what day you're getting your period, but it's really up in the air for me now and it's super weird. But I definitely know when it's coming because I can feel the cramps coming on and I know what to do when that happens. I know to take my pain meds, and also I do recommend getting a heat sack. This is also a really good saver. I think I have an eyelash in my eye and it's very itchy. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, heat sack. I definitely recommend either making yourself a heat sack or buying one from a store. I don't know, it's basically just this like beanbag thing that you stick in the microwave, heat it up, and then you can use it to lay over your body and help your cramps and soothe your menstrual pains, and I love it so much. If I don't have time for a bath, this is definitely what I use to kind of comfort myself, and it's just nice to like sleep with it because it's like warm and cuddly. So definitely recommend one of those. I mean, they're good for when you don't have your period, but especially good when you do have your period. For my go-to comfy outfit when I'm on my period, the first thing it always involves is a Calvin Klein bralette. I find these so dang comfortable. I mean, I wear it all the time, but this one is a green one from Urban Outfitters. I love it. They're so comfy and I prefer this style. Also, you guys have seen me wear this a ton. It's basically just a big fuzzy hoodie from Forever 21. It is so soft, and it's probably one of the best things I've ever purchased, but this is like wearing a blanket full time. Love it so much. And then for pants, if I'm not wearing leggings, which is always a go-to, I always like to wear some other type of loose-fitting kind of sweatpant type pants. So these ones they look cute on camera. They're very baggy on me, but they're so soft. I believe they're from Target, and yeah, I just look for something that's like thin and lightweight, but also very comfy and stretchy basically. So that is one of my go-to outfits, obviously when I'm at home during my period, but it's just so nice to like take the day off when you're not feeling so hot and just lounge in your favorite clothing and like watch TV, which, let's move on to the next section. And the last section of this video is what I like to do and what I like to eat. So the first thing, what I like to do, I mentioned that I like to have baths and stuff, but I also, if my cramps are really bad and I just feel really sick, because sometimes on my period I have really rough days, and so I just like to take the day off and sit on my couch and watch TV or YouTube. But some of the shows I definitely recommend you guys watch, maybe next time you're kind of in this same mood. Definitely check out Younger. This is honestly, I think I mentioned it before, but like, oh my god, I love this show so much, and they're currently filming season 5, so that's awesome. It has Hilary Duff in it, so if you haven't seen it, check it out. Younger, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Obviously, I'm watching Riverdale. love it so much. And Jane the Virgin is always a classic. If you haven't seen that, definitely do that because that show is fantastic as well. Those are kind of like my go-to shows. I mean, I do kind of watch a lot of like Netflix series and stuff, but those are my like 3 main shows. So if you haven't watched them, definitely check them out. And then one of my favorite things to drink while I'm on my period is tea. So this is a detox tea from Yogi. I just really like this because I don't add any like sugar or like cream, and obviously you want to stay away from dairy and sugars and stuff like that when you're on your period, or like anytime. But yeah, I do really like this tea. I feel like having a warm drink and just like a warm kind of feeling in my throat is definitely going to help how I feel on my period. So I like to just have warm and cozy things around me at all times. So definitely recommend this tea if you guys haven't tried it out. It's pretty good and it's like very flavorful for, you know, just being an herbal tea. So that is good. Obviously I like chocolate, but I have too many favorites to recommend. So chocolate of any kind is always a good one. And just like good comfort food. That's kind of what I like to have, like soup or noodles or, you know, pasta, pretty much anything. So there wasn't anything in that realm that I wanted to specifically talk about other than a tea though. So that pretty well wraps up my period routine video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment down below what your go-to thing is during your period, because I think it'd be really fun if we all shared those down below. And obviously go check out OB and sign up for the free sample. Definitely check that down below, and I will see you lovely people in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.